All right, we back. We've been having technical difficulties, and so we have to figure it out. After do these videos, you probably wrap up in one. Uh, so yeah, the earth was made for our sakes, you know, um, and it was made for us to inhabit. Oh, it actually says in scripture, the earth, it was made to be inhabited. That is exactly what it is. Let's say a word about it.
You want me to start back where I was at, second ed, chapter 6? All right. So this is second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 1. And he said unto me, in the beginning when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew.
Yeah, before any man was made, before what it just says. That's our power. You can't come in the middle of the earth and just be born and try to act like you got it figured out, especially without this manual and having the Holy Spirit of the one who gave this manual and the one who created the heavens and earth. Their gods did, and they did. Man create only, you know, he worshipped. What it say? He worshipped the things he made. How he gonna be the creator? He's all subject to things he created. Go ahead.
Or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundations of the paradise were laid.
Yep.
Verse 3, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established.
Yep.
Before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together,
Yeah.
or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Sion were hot, and ere the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned.
Yeah, it said before some years that it's sought out. Like before even time of man, before calendars, before man, figured out, try to discover things. Most High already was. Go ahead.
And ere the present years were sought out, or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure.
Yep. Go ahead.
And then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other.
Yep. That's plain, man. So we serve that power, man. Not the power of the world, not Esau, not these other nations. Go ahead.
And by me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
That should be ended. So Most High is going to end Esau, man. He's going to end this world. And then the world comes into play. You know what I'm saying? Next. Yep. We've been still having technical difficulties, so it shuts off. We gotta figure it out. But it says close app system.
Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it alone.
That's why, because it's trying to do something with that. It's probably trying to reset it. Components or something.
It just said it wasn't responding. Last time I reset it and it still shut off. So. But like I said, so it says, then I could. It said, by me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
Yeah. So Esau is going to be ended by the Most High. to how he set up his orchestration of what to happen according to prophecy. So no man can intervene with that. No man can stop prophecy. No man can stop the end of Esau's world. No one can get rid of Earth. No one can get rid of the celestial beings that Most High put into place, like the sun, moon, and stars, so forth. You know, no man can stop the rulership that's coming upon this thing. No, we couldn't stop Esau from ruling because it's prophesied that he would rule by the sword for a period of time. So yeah, it's working out perfectly how the Most High is doing things and has done things. It's all adding up. Man is just trying to figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Go
ahead. Verse 7, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times?
Yeah, this should be the parting of the asunder of the times. Yeah. Shalom to the brothers and few sisters on the comment board. Shalom, Shalom.
So verse 7, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first?
When shall be the end of the first? Go ahead.
And the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah, because the what's coming is Jacob's kingdom. So what's going to be the end? How is it going to be ending for Esau? Well, we see it dwindling down the drain, and we see we see Satan divided against Satan. We see the prophets out on the street. We see World War III brinking. We see the division of these nations. We're seeing these nations hate the Lord like it's prophesied in the scripture. All these things are right before our eyes. So it's coming to a point where next thing you know, next is pretty much America being destroyed. An establishment of a kingdom with kings and priests of the saints of the Most High, which are Israelites, and not nobody else. Go ahead. So he said, what should be the parting asunder of times? How is this going to work out? Go ahead, and it's going to say.
Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?
Yep.
Verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, then Jacob, or when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Yeah, because that was a major prophecy of Esau and Jacob being born. That's why the birthright was given to Jacob. That's why that prophecy had to play out. That's why Rebecca had the spirit put on her to tell Jacob that, so he would supplant, so-called supplant, whatever, and get that birthright. Now everything is starting to really roll in motion. You know, go ahead. Then you have Yahweh Shai coming in during the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Yeah, symbolic for pulling Esau out of power. We read about Job 9:24. If not who and where is he? If this is not the wicked of the earth, the so-called white man, where is he? This is the one that's been doing all the atrocities and all the heinous things to Jake. You know, I'm talking about like this, man. Blood touches blood. I'm talking about murdering, rape, robbery. That's Esau and Jacob right there in a handbag, man. These other nations are in between, extras, whatever, in the movie, like we always say. These are the main stars. So now that we see one is winning down, just saw the President Trump, he looked finished, man. The president's not strong. You know, the kings and rulers, they used to be young back then. Shit, they got old, washed up presidents and all that. Shit, when Biden, his presidency ended, they was rolling him around. He didn't know what the hell was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Got old, I think he reached, and he barely existed now. Trump is the same way. He about that. So America, and the weakness of America we see. Financial weakness, that's why they're going with this CHIP. They're going, going to digital means. Because the resources in the place have weakened, man. The productivity has weakened and shit. The food ain't real. People ain't real. Morals, they can't be trusted. Nobody talks no more. So America's done. That's how these fashionable things have noticed this place is ending. Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world.
There you go. Esau is the end of the world. That's how you know his world is ending. Like when you see boxers and all that, and you be like, and then the boxer goes to that corner that he's done. He's about. You see his energy. He ain't got it. When he go back into the ring, that should have been his. He should have put in the towel at that joint. But he'll still go out to fight because he's still in his mind. He still think he can't get the belt. Like something might change, but nah. You fight somebody like Mike Tyson, you like that dude's done. So Esau, he's done. But he's going in his mind. He's going to continue to fight and try to be patriotic, try to even be spiritual a lot of sometimes. But all that's done away with, man. He's the end of the world. Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Jacob is the beginning of that follow. Jacob, Yahweh. He changed his name to Israel. Israel became the prince of power. He had power with man and God and with man. So we're going to be, like apostles always say, we're going to be most high willing extraterrestrial men, supermen of the earth, the real supermen of the earth. A lot of these Marvel characters were based on Jakes. They don't tell you that. Superpower. There's a such thing as levels of power. We got powers on certain levels, even with this truth. But we're going to have overall superpowers when Most High give us those new bodies, new Jerusalem, new kingdom. But we're still going to be singing the old song of Moses, like it says. They sung a new song as if it was a new song. Songs of Moses. Those are the children of Israel. This is beautiful places in America, but this is not the kingdom. And the Most High is going to destroy these things because it's vanity. It's nothing for Most High to destroy the elements. All these brick houses and all these mansions and castles, the grass that grow up on the ground, the trees that grow. It could be beautiful, but the Most High, and I don't know evil as plantation, and I don't know evil as soil, which is America. So the Most High said, "Hey, throw America all out together, throw it all out to be destroyed." But my kingdom is going to consist of righteous men of the elect, of Israelite elect, not these other nations. We talked about that. These other nations don't know the Most High, and they don't love the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even consider his statutes commandments. They see the prophets on the street, they looking at us crazy, condemn themselves. Every time I see an African, he looking at, it's a vibration, an aura of him that he looks at us with disgust. Come on, Jacob, vibrant people, we can feel, it's like reading the room and the shit, We can feel when something's not right, man. So, go ahead.
Well, I was thinking on that. I was thinking about seeing talking about teach each other the kingdom.
Earth is, we got that Satan is lay his mountains to waste. Let's go to Malachi 1:4 right there.
This is Malachi.
We started 1.
Chapter 1, verse 1. And it reads, "The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi."
By Malachi, Most High always sent prophets, always sent his people and disciples of his holy word to speak and to the children of Israel and prophesy against the nations. Mount Seir, prophesy against even, the shepherds of Israel that lead us astray. Prophesy against them too. Prophesy against Gog and Magog. This prophecy is reaching the ends of the world, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2, "I have loved you, saith the Lord."
Yeah, the Most High said, "I love Jacob." not any other nation. He said even though it's coming, we know the scripture. He said he hated Esau. He could have said he hated Moab too, or he said he could have chosen Moab too. It said specifically Jacob. Did it say Moab was ever a part of Jacob, or Ammon, or Elam, or Ham? No, Jacob. And it goes, and he always starts with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, man. And all through, from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, it was a chosen lineage of that. With Abraham, it was Isaac. Isaac, it was Jacob. It wasn't Ishmael, and it wasn't Esau. Go ahead.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Yeah, because Jake been going through it, poverty, trials and tribulation. He don't know this is a part of it. Us not having the ability, the strength, us not looking like the nation. We don't even look like the people of God to them.
Mm-hmm.
They sit in high seats, the Jewish people. They got, riches. Ishmael got riches. Moab got riches. Where's Jacob? But we don't need no carnal riches to proclaim us as the sons of God. It's the spirit first. Go ahead.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Yeah, where hast thou loved us? Go ahead.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
They were brothers, man. Just like these nations. We are all one, all part of the same bloodline. We said Esau is a Hebrew Edomite, but he's not an Israelite. That came when Jacob, when he became Israel, he had 12 sons. Esau wasn't one of them. Esau already been born, but that lets you know. I mean, Esau was his brother, but he wasn't a part of the Israelites. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob.
Yeah. Out of those two brothers, he loved Jacob. Out of all the families of the earth, he loved Israel. So he does put one above the other. He does choose, and he is biased. It says that he chose, Jacob is a nation of people, man. It's not just one man, it's a nation of people. He had 12 sons, and they had sons, and it's generation after generation. It talks about that generation in Matthew. It talks about 12,000 from each tribe. So we are a nation of people, and it said we shall be like the sand of the sea, stars of heaven. So we are a big nation now. We got separated, scattered. We became divided in our parts. But the Most High going to bring those two kingdoms together. We talked about it, the northern and southern kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And become one kingdom. With kings and priests. Go ahead.
And I hated Esau.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that seemed like a strong word in America. He hated Esau. That's plain as hell, man. They didn't say he kind of hated him. He hated him for a short time. He hated Esau.
And still to this day.
Still today. They don't change. They said he don't change. He changed not. He's the same today, forever, yesterday, forevermore. Go ahead.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste.
Mountains, inherit his governments, his land, his people, his inheritance. Everything about him he laid to waste. So if he's laid to waste and the earth is so-called empty, who you think gonna rule it? But it's not gonna be empty because it's gonna be filled with kings and priests, and they're gonna have slaves. It's gonna be much activity in the kingdom, and much grooving and moving. Much joy and family-oriented. And they colonize us, we're gonna colonize them in a way. Go ahead.
For the dragons of the wilderness.
For the dragons of the wilderness, man. Dragons in the wilderness, man. That's what America's gonna become, a wilderness. You know, it's not going to be inhabited anymore, but there is going to be heaven on earth, man. You know about that saying, black man's hell is a white man's heaven. That's truth to that. Even though we're not black and they're not white, there's truth to that. Jacob's hell is Esau's heaven. It said, what it say in our curses, you shall be the bottom and not the head. You shall lend, he shall lend to thee and thou shalt not lend to him.
Yep.
Meaning we're going to be in a position to where we got to go to him for the one of all things, servitude.
And that's how these Amalekites think, man.
Mm-hmm.
They love usury. That's why you see these small hats, the top of the Edomites, the Rothschilds, big banking companies, they came up with a whole scheme to loan to governments, man. So everybody inside that government would be basically under their rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what they do, man.
They have a whole banking family, connection, coalition, hand with hand.
Yep.
And Jake ain't in that, man. We don't have no banking family. We don't have no wealth. You could be the richest celebrity in the world and they'll take all your assets and money.
Yep.
You can't even leave your money to your children.
Yeah, that's what they do. They destabilize the country.
Yep.
And then everybody in that, they give them loans. And that's why they like them wars, because every dollar they print off, they get interest for that. And wars, what does that take? It takes a lot of money. That's why America been at war for most of its time. It's been on the scene, man.
Yeah, because they want to operate fully by digital means, but in the meanwhile, with their military might, they'll bomb people to get resources, oil, mainly oil.
Mm-hmm.
But land, they ain't bombing no land to farm and all that. They bombing the land to possess it and build their establishments on it. And for them to live by their democracy, the citizens of other countries to live by the American democracy. Go ahead.
Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished.
Yeah, Edom says we are impoverished. Go ahead.
But we will return and build the desolate places.
Yeah, they want to rebuild Rome. They want to rebuild. You had such thing as rebirth. They was in them caves, came out of it, and rebirth with the Renaissance. And now they in their 50s, 1950s, they look pretty spicy and well.
Like even during what we call the Dark Ages, which is the Byzantine Empire, when we were ruling, they even got paintings and pictures of so-called Edomites, who they try to claim was ruling in that time, and they weren't, man. They forged all those paintings, man, to make it look like they were part of that Holy Roman Empire. They wasn't, man. Yeah. That was Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like we said, the Socrates we point out certain things that was Jake's and they painted themselves like Hannibal.
Yep.
A lot of the Moors, a lot of the what do you call it? The Valentinos and the Romeos, that was us too.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 good emperors and all that.
Yep.
They covered that up and said it was them.
Yep.
So now, their pompous and their pride has been dwindled because now they're finding out the real history.
Yep.
From the prophets and from different information coming out online.
Yep.
So they know their kingdom is falling, man. Go ahead.
Yep. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build.
They shall build. Go ahead.
But I will throw down.
Most High is gonna throw down, man. And they built even themselves up to the heavens, so to speak. Firmaments, wanting to be the Star Trek people, wanting to be Star Wars people, thinking they're gonna fight the very Son of God. Most High gonna bring their asses down with them chariots. Every time they build up on earth somewhere, Most High make an earthquake happen, or some tsunami, or some violent wind blow their shit down. They really never could get a grip of the old Rome. and it was divided too. You know, and even us ruling, as they don't want to be a no part of what we rule. They want to have everything them. Like America, they only had one black, so-called black president. He's a Hamite. But Jake ain't never had no kind of involvement with America as prominent figures, you know, in a public way.
Yeah, let's say a basketball player or a football player, or, you know, basically if they're a gladiator.
Yeah, but
you know,
but who
or a singer.
Yeah, but who do they worship? They, you know, who did Michael Jordan kiss out to all that fame and championship? They gave the name trophy to the coach and the owner of the team. So those are low places with Jake. You're talking about the elites, you know. Jake haven't ruled America at all, man.
Yeah.
The John Henson thing as president, nobody remembers that. No recollection, no credit.
Yeah, so you can be famous, but you don't own shit.
Yeah.
You don't run shit. You don't have a military.
No.
You know, Jake don't got no military, man.
And they won't allow Jake to have it in America. The bearing arms of the Black Panther Party and all that, they ain't with nothing of that. Got a few niggas on the porch with shotguns, so the hell up. They ain't nothing.